lonely.
This Nigerian lady is making rounds on the internet right now. You know, she's in Canada and she has been experiencing a breakdown over being lonely and no one to really talk to mingle. It's like literally just welcome back home and you're left alone, nobody, right? And it's kind of crazy because people don't really understand what you go through being in another country, especially if it's a terrain that you are not used to or you've not gotten information enough to know how to survive. And this is way common than you think. And a lot of people have been coming out to speak about it. Take a look and let me know what you think in the comments.
People don't tell you about moving to Canada. I feel so lonely. I feel like I live with someone I can't have a conversation with, and I'm trying to cry and I even have to be silent about it, 'cause you just lose out on so many things. Your life, you just leave it behind. Your friends, and I'm so hurt and my heart hurts. You have to work all the time. I have school. I'm so sad. I'm hurting so much. I don't have any friends.
If you are living in Canada alone without your family, this video is for you. Now, if you are here in Canada without your family, like you are here all alone, all by yourself, I can't emphasize much on how it is very important for you to have at least like a brotherhood or like have close friends. Listen up guys, have close friends that might get worried about like your whereabouts if they don't hear from you like in few hours, or if anything happens to you and there's nobody out there that will be worried about you, or there's nobody out there that will start looking for where is this guy, you know, nobody has heard from him, where is this guy, you might just, a lot of bad things might just happen to you. So what I'm saying is, don't be an island here in Canada, or make sure that you have close friends that when like they notice like when you are not active, or they notice like when something is wrong or something with you. So it is very important, because if something happens to you in this country one way or the other, they will tell you, do you have anybody to call, do you have family members or something to call? And when you don't have family members to call, problem. So make sure you don't just come to Canada and be like, I don't want to have friends, I don't want to have anything. Even if you're in a relationship, still have friends, still have like your guys, your homies, like that'll be always like somehow know your whereabouts. I can't stress on how this is very important. And also make friends with people that are PR or citizens. Make friends with people that have papers. Another interesting point, make sure you make friends with people that have papers. Make sure that you join, if it is church, if it is this, make sure you join something like, or join something that will be aware, like that will always be looking out for you, just in case if they don't hear from you for a long time, they'll start calling, where is this guy, where is this guy? It's very important.
Canada is beautiful, peaceful, and full of opportunities, but sometimes it gets quiet, too quiet. No neighbors checking in, no loud laughter from outside, no surprise visitors, just you, your phone, and your thoughts. And sometimes that loneliness hits harder than the cold.
New immigrants. Ashake said, lonely at the top, lonely, lonely, lonely. Here in Canada, it is not only lonely at the top. For many Canadian residents, it can be lonely at the bottom, middle, and top. According to Statistics Canada, more than 40% of Canadians feel lonely some or all of the time. Reassured that it is not new for some immigrants to feel lonely in a new country. It is a phase for many new immigrants, and you shall overcome this phase. If you are new in Canada, take advantage of this moment to learn about Canadian norms and values by interacting with Canadians in person and safely online. Make new connections, take a walk, talk to your neighbors, take up new hobbies here in Canada, use video calls to see familiar faces and attend some new events, my friends. The truth is that I can't really relate to people feeling loneliness here in Canada. When I first arrived in Canada in the 90s, I never felt lonely because I was always hanging out with people, juggling my time between fellow Nigerians, other Africans, and my white friends. After I got married, and married life kicked in. My family, work, businesses, and activities with Ayoka keep me from feeling loneliness. My friends, all to say is that don't isolate yourself here in Canada. Loneliness is a severe disease. Be comfortable and make new connections. Good luck.
My African brothers and sisters, can we talk about the loneliness that nobody wants you about in America? When you first come here, you're so happy, you're so hype. You come the new city, everything looks so fresh. You're so happy of the paycheck. You get your first paycheck, you're happy. The hope is alive. But after the hustle starts, then that quietness hits you differently. And slowly, if you're not careful, that loneliness start messing with your mind. Listen, man, you're not weak for feeling this way. You're human. And we're not meant to do life alone. Protect your mind. Talk to someone. Stay connected. Talk to someone. Stay connected to your community. Find a love. If you don't have one, my African brothers and sisters, let's do this, man. You have to protect your man. Loneliness in America is real. In Africa, we don't believe in that. Here, yeah, we believe in it. It works.
All of us experience this, crisis because you're not used to being in an environment where it's so cold and you hardly see people, unlike your own home country where you have neighbors, you have relatives that would come and check on you, all the togetherness, the community that you have surrounding you. So now once you go to a new terrain or a new country, you need to do your due diligence. So mostly if you go to a country where you're not used to their weather, because most Africans, especially Nigeria, we came from a temperate weather, warm weather, hot weather. And if you go to a place where it's mostly winter, you might need to supplement a lot. You might need to take your vitamin D, you might need to take your vitamin C, omega-3, all those good supplements that will beef up your system, because we black people, we are supposed to have a great dose of sunlight every day, right? So if you're not getting that enough sunlight, of course, you're gonna fall into depression. And coupled with the fact that you hardly see people to mingle around with. So what you need to do is go out, take a walk. Even if you're not going out, exercise as much as you can. Take supplement, take vitamin D3, take vitamin C, take zinc. Sometimes that's what I do. Take omega-3, take B12. You need to supplement, and you make sure you eat the right food. Find a community, go to church, form friendships. Look for other Nigerians, because it's not easy out here, especially if you're not used to this environment. So I would suggest that you reach out to people like Nigerians around. And I know a lot of people are working, and sometimes when you reach out to even Nigerians, they don't get to respond because they have their jobs, they have their lives and stuff like that. But just look for a community, go to church, do activities, go to a gym, even if you can't go to a gym, get some workout apparatus in your house and start something, but don't forget to supplement. Take your vitamin D. It's very important. Once you don't take your vitamin D, and it's not just for Africans, it's just for every black person, black Americans, whatever. That's why you have people getting depressed, and I'm a victim too. So supplement as much as you can. Okay, thank you guys for stopping by, and if you haven't subscribed, please hit on the subscribe button, hit on the like button, share this video, and hit on the notification bell in order not to miss any of my videos. See you in the next one. Have a blessed day.